If you're over 50 like me and you're starting to notice a bit of forward leaning when you walk, it may be due to incorrect rotation from your core. Now, for a lot of people, this starts subtly when you're walking uphill or walking upstairs, but eventually it can lead to leaning forward when you're walking on level ground. And that forward lean increases the stress and impact on your heels, your knees, and your hips with every step. And it's going to make you look older than you are. In this video, I'm going to help you understand the source of that forward leaning and how to correct it. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dr. Todd Martin, creator of The Walking Code. Let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing I want to do is have you do a bit of a core rotation exercise so you can see where this forward lean is coming from. Begin by reaching forward with your left arm, projecting it from your upper waist muscles. See how you can keep that upright balance as you do it. And then retract the left arm, reach forward with the right arm projecting from your core. Now, without retracting the right arm, reach forward from the left arm, and you're going to see and feel how that begins to pitch the body forward until you have to take a step and crash into the heel. That is because in addition to rotating, these muscles that we're using when we're walking also cause flexion of the waist, just like we do when we're doing a sit-up. When we use one side at a time in this rotational fashion, it causes us to be able to get the body moving forward with just enough forward leaning motion to bring the heel down, but we never end up with a forward lean if we're using our lower abdominal muscles at the same time. In a bit, I'm going to show you how to do that. But for now, what we need to do is recognize that we need to have rotation from one side or the other, not both sides at the same time. Both sides at the same time will either lead to a forward lean and crash, or compensating by disengaging the lower abs, which would cause us normally to pitch backwards, but that would compensate for the forward lean, leaving us in this pitched forward position where you might see somebody walking in this manner, as opposed to the first example of forward leaning, which was this manner. They're both caused by not using the correct rotation from the upper waist. The second version just has a compensation of pitching backwards, which causes that forward posture. In both cases, we can correct it by activating the upper waist muscles in the right fashion and activating the lower abs, which I'll show you how to do right now. First of all, I want you to march in place and see if you can do it while standing perfectly straight, and notice your arm swing as you do it. As you lift your right leg, you should feel your left arm going forward slightly. As you lift your left leg, you should feel your right arm going forward slightly. And exaggerate a bit that rotation from the upper waist as you do it, and see how that rotation is projecting the arm swing. And then try walking forward. When we are walking forward, what we want to do is pass through a very particular position where our heel is off the ground, and then we bring it down in a controlled fashion by rotating the core on the side of the heel that's up. So if my right heel is up, my left side of my core is forward from the rotation. I begin the next step by rotating forward from the right side, and that's what brings the right heel down in a smooth and controlled fashion. But there's one more step to this that I haven't explained in a previous video, which is once the heel touches, we have to activate the lower abs to keep that upright position. So I rotate to bring the heel down with the upper waist, and as soon as the heel touches, I have to tuck under with the lower abs in order to keep the body moving forward and to keep the pelvis in this level or neutral position so I don't end up with the forward tilt. So we have to coordinate upper waist, lower waist with every step. Upper waist, lower waist, swing through. Upper waist, lower waist, swing through. The swing through is going to be powered by your hip muscles down here. But for right now in this video, focus on this rotation, even exaggerate it a bit as you're walking. Feel the connection between that rotation and your arm swing, and then make sure as your heel touches that you're tucking under from the lower abs and not letting your pelvis pitch forward. If you can do that, you're going to end up with a much smoother walk and a much more controlled movement, and it's going to improve your balance, because when we're getting that forward lean going, sometimes it's hard to stop the momentum, especially if we're getting towards a flight of stairs going down. If you can't control that forward lean and momentum, it can get quite dangerous. Keep that upward posture with rotation, and then you're going to have perfect control of every step. One question I got in comments from similar videos in the past was, does using walking sticks help with this? Walking sticks can help by allowing you to kind of feel and accentuate that cross crawl motion, which is the right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And using the walking sticks as they swing forward and back can help you to feel that movement. Now, what's important to note, if you're going to use walking sticks, we're not pushing back against the ground with the walking stick. The walking stick is going to come forward because of the rotation. That is the same rotation that's bringing the arm forward. So it's going to come forward with the arm, and then as it goes back, it's not that we're pushing off the ground with it, it's that the forward motion here is retracted as we begin to move forward on the other side, and the retraction of this forward motion is going to, relatively speaking, have the cane or the walking stick push back against the ground passively, not actively. So we're not trying to drive the stick back, we're letting it passively push against the ground due to the rotation from the waist. If you have other questions about the forward leaning, if you've practiced this exercise and are not quite getting it, please drop a comment and let me know so I can help you work on this, because as we get older, that is one of the most common problems people have with their gait, and it does cause all kinds of dysfunction and discomfort in our joints, and we definitely want to prevent that. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.